That Latin says Anut, I believe. Sacrum, I can't remember exactly, but Anut, Anaki. I just saw an interesting coincidence. Anaki, the eye, lizard eye.
So, good evening. I'm here with my Czech friends, and they have some questions to ask me. And one of the things that they asked me was, what do we call these different creatures that we hear about? We hear about all these alien races, and we hear about fallen angels and archons and Nephilim and and demons, and what are these things? And so I have been asking myself this very same question. You know, it's a good question, the $1,000,000 question. The thing that's a little, I don't know, maybe you might say unnerving, but if you look at Sir John Dee, he was the chief advisor for Queen Elizabeth and the top magician in England in 1580s. And he conjured up, using magic, he conjured up a spirit or a demon that looks exactly like a great alien. And then there's been throughout history, other people that have used magic and they've gotten something that looks like a great alien. So this gives me a strong clue that maybe these great aliens are not really aliens in the terms of, and I have a tape recording of this one alien speaking, and he said, I've been here on Earth for like 500,000 years, you know, and I'm like, okay, you know, when do we quit calling them aliens? They've been here longer than us.
You know, I was thinking, going back to the Bible and Adam and Eve, I never thought about how they could have been here, cast out a long time ago. And then I really think that we are here to be tested, to decide, for God to decide whether we can go to heaven or not. I think this is what this whole realm is. And that may be not quite accurate, but this is just how I'm thinking lately, that God wants you to worship him. So you're created, and if these entities have been around before mankind ever existed, then why would he throw us into this knowing what would happen? I really think that we are being tested, and that's what this is all about. And it's to decide how do you want to live? Do you want to go along with this agenda, or do you want to do what God wants? That's the only thing I see it as. All of these new agers and people out there talking about these things, and they believe that you're here to learn lessons and you're working out karma, but you're constantly coming back over and over again. That doesn't even make sense to me anymore. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's like you're going to be tested over and over again and dealing with these entities that are evil over and over again. And if you don't do a good job in one lifetime, you're coming back as a cockroach, and then next time it's just like, no, this is a spiritual battle and not a repeating loop over and over again.
We're more alien than them. I mean, they've been here longer than us. I've got a lot of information, but I still ask myself, because the Greys, as I constantly get information in that the Greys are like manufactured, the small Greys are manufactured in factories. They have a hive mind that's computer run and everything. And so those sound very much like something that's actually biologically alive and not a demon that's conjured. So what is it that, why would Sir John Dee, conjure up a demon like that? Or did he not conjure it up and somehow the gray alien came to him and he just said that he conjured it up? I don't know. It's a mystery to me too, because could it be that what Sir John Dee created is, even though it looks like a great alien, is different than the great aliens that are being produced now? And who is producing these great aliens? Is it the tall Greys, or is it like some secret government? I don't know. These are all, and I can tell you what different people have told me, what different witnesses, and yet, at what point I don't know what to do with a lot of the testimony people have given me. I will share some of this, which I haven't done before, because I don't know how to sort it out myself. It's like Phil Snyder that I mentioned today. Phil said that he had been in the underground. Okay, but when I started working with Phil, and Cisco and I started working with him, we actually realized he was a program multiple personality. So everything that he said is not necessarily truth. It may be programming. In fact, he was all over the place. He would say, my father was this, my father was that. He was all over the place. So he was mixed up on a lot of facts. So what was truth and what was programming, and what were program lies, and who knows what. But we started to break down his programming and get to his deeper Illuminati altars. And then he was to come over to my house. And the day before he was to come over to my house, they killed him. Now, at the time, I didn't want to say anything to anyone, because I thought, one, people would think I was being like kind of proud or something to say, well, he got killed because of me. But two, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to think people thought that he got killed because of me. So I didn't talk about it. I was just like dumbfounded, oh boy, here was somebody who I was making a friendship with, a whistleblower that probably knew something, because it appeared like he had some evidence that he had been in the deep underground military bases, and he could pull off of his shirt, and he had a huge scar down here, which he said that he got in a laser fight down in the dumb base there at Dulce. he was on a deeper level where the aliens were, and he got into a fight with, they had laser guns, and everybody else with him
So
got killed
crazy.
except for him, and he got badly shot up. That's what he said. Is that true or not? I don't know.
I'm sure it's true.
Why was he killed? Was he killed because Cisco and I were breaking into his deeper parts of his mind that were secret? Or was he killed because he was talking about the deep underground military bases? Was he killed because they thought he would talk
Because we're
something
aliens.
that they didn't want me to find out? Who knows? These are questions I don't know. Phil's handler was naval intelligence. That was Ron Rummel. And Ron Rummel was naval intelligence, would come to my house secretly. And then he told me that the big secret was that there were aliens living under the ground in underground bases. He said that was the big secret. And
that were underground bases, but not the underground cities.
Underground cities, underground bases.
But
yes,
were they man-made or were they in some way natural?
both. Yeah,
Okay.
some of them were actually caverns. And so this is what he told me was the big secret. Okay, and then I had a big trip planned because I had been doing all this research, and I had a trip planned with my family. And I mean, my family had to have a lot of patience because I was always gone researching, writing, blah, blah. So I could not change plans. I mean, I had to go on this vacation with them to family reunions and other things. And so the afternoon before I'm to leave, Ron Rimmel runs over to my house secretly. He says, "They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. Here, take this suitcase. They're going to kill me." So while I was on the trip, they killed him. So why did they kill him? I don't know. Was the things he was telling me about underground bases and aliens living in caverns and underground true? Or did they kill him for another reason? I don't know. As far as I know, that was about all that he talked about, so I don't know why they would have killed him for any other reason except that. I don't know.
Was it long ago?
Pardon me?
Was it long ago? When did it happen?
1993. So it happened in July 1993. So yeah, I've been at this for a while. Let's see, some of the other things. Some people that I interviewed that had been supposedly abducted by aliens, it was obvious that they were just under human mind control. And I think that they were either abducted by humans and told that the humans told them more aliens just to cover up what the humans did.
So the Mila project.
Pardon me?
Mila project.
Yeah, this kind of stuff. And I got the distinct impression from this one army guy that we're dealing with some heavy duty alien races, but and a number of people just like they know that they're gonna die and they say, okay, I wanna confess what I know, and it's like, okay, we really do have aliens because I saw them when I was in this space, whatever. So they come across like, this is something they want to get off their chest. They want to unburden themselves. In the United States, they consider deathbed confessions to be true, and so these are almost like that. So you're like, when people are on their way out and they're old and they know they're going to die soon, they usually tend to tell the truth. I mean, why would you want to make up a lie at that age? You're not even going to be around for the fun of the lie, I mean, why even bother when you're old and ready to die to make up some lie, So you have to believe them, okay, but what do they know? Maybe they think that they're aliens, but they're really demons,
No.
And since I'm a Christian, I would rather use the language of the Bible and just say these are fallen angels and demons.
which were God creations then, which decided to separate from God and be independent from God.
Right. Well, and the other thing is every alien race that I can learn anything about is evil, evil, evil. Aren't any good ones. So, you know, and
Pop-ups.
you know, so
Forgot to turn that off.
Okay, they're interacting with aliens, right?
Sorry,
Well,
guys.
why?
Give me a
What
second.
kind of race would interact with these sociopaths, psychopaths? Obviously, an